Did you know a study published on The Lancet predicted that almost every country in the world will experience a slump in population growth or outright decline by the year 2100? The reasons may vary from region to region, but we have to accept the decline is happening faster than we thought. So get ready for the reality check before it's too late, because we can no longer stay unaware of this upcoming boon. Today, we are going to cover the topic that often gets swept under the rug. Let us discuss the fastest dying countries in the world. Number 10, Japan. It's been in the news for a long time, and quite frankly, many experts predicted it a long time ago that Japan is facing an astronomical decline in population. It was once regarded as a country with the second largest economy in the world, given that it is hailed as the technological powerhouse of the world. Leading in technological innovations, electronics, and automobiles, Tokyo is struggling to maintain its position. The demographic crisis in Japan has led to an increase in retired citizens than working-age citizens. With a birth rate lower than 1.4 children per woman and a rising elderly population, the country faces serious labor shortages and skyrocketing healthcare costs. With all these demographics, experts predict the country will face a 16.3% decline in population from 126.5 million in 2020 to 105.8 million in 2050. Number 9, Latvia. A jewel of the Baltics. Despite its rich architecture and cultural diversity, Latvia is facing a decline in population. The end of the medieval period also took away Latvia's trading hub status. As soon as the country joined forces with the European Union, its skilled workforce started migrating for better opportunities. The high rate of immigration has left Latvia with a dwindling workforce and an aging population. Despite its efforts for conservation, the country is facing a 21.6% decline in population. The population is projected to drop from 1.9 million in 2020 to 1.5 million in 2050. Number 8, Ukraine. Once the breadbasket of Europe, with its vast, fertile plains feeding much of the continent, Ukraine is now dwindling by a threat. The recent disasters, the constant threat of war and aggression, have caused most of the population to immigrate out of the country, fearing for their lives. In the midst of a war, fighting for its sovereignty, the country cannot do much to hold people off from leaving the region. It used to be a culturally rich land with a beautiful amalgamation of Russian, Byzantium, and Central Europe's culture. The decline began with the Chernobyl disaster, then came the economic hardships, and now the conflict with Russia. The population is projected to drop from 43.7 million in 2020 to 35.2 million in 2050, a 19.5% decline. Number 7, Portugal. Back in the 15th and 17th centuries, Portugal ruled the seas. The age of discovery was a golden period, as they explored and colonized vast territories in Africa, Asia, and South America. Now, the country is facing a staggering 10.9% decline, with its population projected to drop from 10.2 million in 2020 to 9.1 million in 2050. The reason for its decline is twofold: the low fertility rates, coupled with the young leaving the country for better opportunities. Soon, it will be a sunny land with a dimming future, as the economy will continue to dwindle due to the lack of a young and skilled workforce. Number 6, Croatia. Once a key player in the Mediterranean maritime trade, the Adriatic Sea boundary is not providing enough incentive for the population to stay behind in the country. The population is projected to drop from 4.1 million in 2020 to 3.4 million in 2050, an 18.0% decline. Croatia has faced challenges since the Yugoslav wars in the 1990s. The lingering effects of war, combined with a declining birth rate, have led to a shrinking population. The sad state of a beautiful country with immense natural beauty, but not enough population to enjoy. Number 5, Lithuania. A rich historical past, but a stark population decline in the future, such as Lithuania. One of the highest population declines in the world, the country's population is projected to drop from 2.7 million in 2020 to 2.1 million in 2050, a staggering 22.1% decline. The reason behind this decline is the same as all other dying European countries: high emigration rates. The young and skilled Lithuanian workforce is opting out of the country in search of better opportunities. The issue is only exacerbated by the low birth rate, making it the fastest dying country in Europe. glory of its past days, with stories of Grand Duchy of Lithuania stretching from the Baltic to the Black Sea, are a distant memory. While the country is trying to balance its dwindling population, there is still hope as the education and technology sector stands strong. Number 4. Hungary. The once powerful centre of the Austro-Hungarian Empire is facing a population decline from 9.7 million in 2020 to a projected 8.5 million by 2050, amounting to a 12.3% drop. The problem is yet again the same. The economic crisis is worsened by the skilled workforce leaving the country. The low birth weight and the weight of the aging population have further strained the healthcare and pension systems. However, Hungary remains a stronghold of architectural beauty and thermal spa culture, attracting millions of tourists each year to Budapest and its iconic landmarks. Even though the declining population threatens its future economic growth and cultural vibrancy, it is working hard to excel in industries like pharmaceuticals and automotive manufacturing. Number 3. Serbia. In its prime, Serbia was a major kingdom in the Balkans, with the Nemanjić dynasty ushering in a golden age of culture and Orthodox Christianity. However, modern Serbia struggles with the effects of war and economic challenges, which continue to push its population downward. The population decline is at a staggering 18.9%, expected to shrink from 8.7 million in 2020 to 7.1 million by 2050. Even though most of the young population is moving abroad for better opportunities, the remaining Serbs are trying hard to maintain its dynamism. The country has seen a significant rise in the tech sector as the software development and gaming industry pushes its economy into stability. Today, Belgrade is famous for its nightlife, festivals, and growing startup scene, proving that hope persists for Serbia despite its demographic struggles. Number 2. Moldova. This small Eastern European nation has been plagued by severe economic difficulties, leading to mass emigration as citizens, particularly the youth, leave the country in search of better opportunities elsewhere. Moldova's population is projected to drop from 4.0 million in 2020 to 3.4 million by 2050, reflecting a 16.7% decline. The combination of poverty and political instability has led to a brain drain, leaving Moldova with a rapidly aging population. In the past, Moldova was known for its rich agricultural economy, with its fertile lands contributing to the prosperity of the region. However, today, Moldova faces a demographic crisis that threatens its future development and stability. Number 1. Albania. Europe's hidden gem has become one of the fastest-dying countries in the world, despite its pristine beaches, rugged mountains, and UNESCO World Heritage sites like Berat and Gjirokasta. Albania is facing a 15.8% decline, with a population decline expected from 2.9 million in 2020 to 2.4 million by 2050. At its peak, the country held a significant cultural and strategic region in the Ottoman Empire and has since maintained a unique cultural identity. Albania's tourism sector is thriving, offering untapped natural beauty and a growing reputation as a travel destination, proving that it still has much to offer despite its demographic challenges. Population decline has far-reaching implications for these countries and the world at large. It can strain social security systems, lead to economic stagnation, and impact political stability. Addressing this challenge requires a multifaceted approach, including policies to encourage family formation, improve economic conditions, and manage immigration effectively. Despite the challenges of population decline, each nation continues to offer something unique, whether it's cultural richness, natural beauty, or economic potential. The journey may be tough, but the resilience of these nations cannot be underestimated. That's all for today, and if you like this informative video, then do check out this next video and don't forget to subscribe.